Kim Woodburn, 80, furiously said that she believes Holly Willoughby and Philip Schofield should have lost their jobs after they were accused of skipping the queue to see the late Queen Elizabeth lying in state back in September. Despite Holly and Phil explaining that they were granted access to Westminster in a journalistic capacity, Kim fumed that, as far as she is concerned, they were not asked to cover the Queen's funeral. Appearing on the Not My Bag podcast, hosted by Gogglebox stars Joe and George Baggs, Kim ranted, "They sneaked in and they put these press things they got. They sneaked in because they wouldn't stand in a queue. They are far too high and mighty. Don't listen to another word they say. They were not contracted, they were not allowed to film, nobody was, so they did sneak in. They should have lost their job because there was many a person standing there, people in wheelchairs." Holly and Phil addressed the criticism surrounding Qgate during an episode of This Morning at the time. They insisted that they would never jump a queue and were given official permission to the hall strictly for the purpose of reporting along with hundreds of accredited broadcasters and journalists. Holly added, "None of the broadcasters and journalists there took anyone's place in the queue and no one filed past the Queen. We of course respected those rules. However, we realize that it may have looked like something else, and therefore totally understand the reaction. Please know that we would never jump a queue." This is not the first time Kim has taken aim at the long-running TV duo. In the days following the Q row, she appeared on Dan Wootton Tonight and said she believed it was a publicity stunt. She told the GB News host, "Their self-serving publicity stunt came back to bite them on the bum, didn't it? They would have been seen passing the Queen's coffin and they would have been seen on This Morning saying they'd been queuing for hours. I am sorry but I do believe that." Presenter Jenny Barnett, who was also appearing on the show, then defended the duo and Kim branded her a right fool. Kim has had a rocky history with Phil and Holly following their infamous clash when she appeared on This Morning after her explosive Celebrity Big Brother stint. When Phil questioned her on her behavior in the house, Kim said, "You see Philip, you were not in there. I know what I went through. I went through hell on this earth." Later in the interview, Holly asked whether Kim regretted signing up for the show, to which the "How clean is your house" star shot down, "No, and I tell you why. I may be 74, don't mess with me. And don't think you're going to bully me, I've been around too long." When Holly joked that she was terrified, Phil asked whether Kim felt they had bullied her during the interview. She then pointed at him and said, "You are giving me the impression from the time I came on here. You don't know what you're talking about, Phil. Go in that house for 24 hours and sit there and watch it for 45 minutes a night, then you tell me why I was annoyed. The other 23 hours were very naughty." This Morning airs weekdays at 10 a.m. on ITV.